686-2237.
It is a big idea, a new world order.
In the near future, Earth is dominated by a powerful world government.
It's known as the Bilderberg Group. Could their objective be world domination?
For thousands of years, their dark order grew. Now, as they hail the birth of the New World Order, their great dream of exterminating 80% of humanity is at hand. For the first time in history, the elite's plan for world government is blown wide open. You will learn the secret that drives the entire New World Order agenda.
Bilderberg is making great progress toward a world government.
Most people have no idea. They're not after money. They have all the money they need. They're after power. That's their aphrodisiac.
Order in-game on DVD at prisonplanet.com or infowars.com, or watch it online right now at prisonplanet.tv. In-game, blueprint for global enslavement. You have been warned.
This is Alex Jones, and I want to tell you about GraphUndersafes.com, the makers of the highest quality vault doors and safes available. Graph Undersafes are known as the Rolls-Royce of safes. Since 1968, they have operated based on their original principle, quality above all else. Whether it's a custom-fitted vault door or safe, you can rest assured that your valuables will be protected. Do not buy into the illusion of security at GraphUndersafes.com. The security of your valuables is their sole purpose. Go to GraphUndersafes.com today to see the entire line of amazing products available. Graph Undersafes use only the highest quality heavy metals and cold steel locking bolts. Graph Undersafes are fire and burglar resistant, and they even come with a lifetime warranty. Protect the things you care about. Go to GraphUndersafes.com. That's GraphUnder safes.com. Or give them a call at 866-457-1801. Or click on their banner at Infowars.com today.
Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown.
Well, we've crashed their server. Our millions of great listeners. Folks, we got to get Dr. Rand Paul a CDN, Content Distribution Network. That's the only thing that keeps up Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. So we've been through this. And we've got the sites that crash everybody. And the only way they're going to keep their sites up during the money bomb and all the rest of this is with a CDN. So whoever the IT guys are, tell them CDNs. We can tell you we've been through a lot of CDNs. We got two companies that we know are good. Got a backup CDN. But, yeah, you got to be able to take 1 million people visiting your site at one time to really be effective. But going back to Dr. Rand Paul, that's exciting, though, that the audience has crashed your server, though.
That is. That's better than a Nielsen poll, I think.
Listen, there's so much I could throw up, but I want to get into investigating the Fed. You know, your father's called for criminal investigations by state grand juries, saying that's constitutional. What about investigating Al Gore, who openly owns the controlling stock in 2 of the carbon trading companies, and the bill they've passed in the House says that the federal agencies can just levy any tax they want, including toilet paper taxes? What would you do about that?
My prediction is that if cap and trade gets through, we will have an army of armed EPA agents, thousands of them. And apparently,
they've already said that.
That's what I mean. The EPA already has armed guards. They have armed troopers and investigators.
No, they call them climate cops. No, I mean, your prediction's already true.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's what I mean. We have them, but I predict that there will be thousands of new.
Thousands of new, yes.
Yes, because you know what's going to happen is every time you sell your house or rent your apartment, you're going to have to prove to somebody that you've got energy efficiency.
No, that's in the bill. They say home inspections. Right. I'm sorry, go ahead. I mean, I start ranting on this issue.
Yeah, you're exactly right. We debated it recently. I spoke before the coal-producing counties, and that's about 30 counties in Kentucky, and I debated the main Democrat opponent, Jack Conway, and Jack Conway got up there, like so many career politicians, he got up there and said, well, I'm not really sure if I'm against cap and trade or if I'm for it, but I want to be part of the negotiated legislation, so I'm not going to take a real position on it until after I'm elected. And what's amazing about this is he doesn't even sense, being a career politician, he's afraid to make a stand. but he doesn't even sense how much there's opposition, even among mainstream people within Kentucky, because of what it's going to do to energy.
Well, they admit they're going to put in the bill a 50% tax on all coal, and what, 54% of all our energy, our power, from factories to light bulbs in our houses to the hot water heaters is from coal. I mean, does anybody have an idea what that? I got family in East Texas. The only jobs left are prisons and coal mines and the power plants that burn it.
Right. And I think, once again, it's like inflation. We have to mostly hurt and will hurt disproportionately when your electric bill goes up at the end of the month. If you make $200,000 a year, you don't feel it. But if you make $25,000 a year and your electric bill goes up, you get hurt. And that's what's going to happen to cap and trade. Like any other price increase, it disproportionately hurts the working class and the poor and those on fixed income, the retired folks. All the same constituencies that the Democrats are always going out and winning those votes. So that's why I always tell people our message is good, but we need to know how to present our message to gain more votes.
Well, I mean, Dr. Paul, when you've studied politics for a long time, your dad's been a congressman for decades, you're a medical doctor, you're a smart guy. Looking at Obama's record, in your book, does he take the cake for lying? I mean, everything he says he's gone back on. And then he said he wouldn't raise taxes unless you made $250,000 a year as a couple. These carbon taxes are going to raise taxes on everything, and like you just said, hurt the poorest people.
Well, the amazing thing is he can do it with a straight face. As long as his teleprompter's working, he can do it with a straight face and a smile, and he can tell us how he's not going to do something at the same time his other hand is actually doing it. So I guess it's just the amazing gall of politicians who tell us this and tell us they're not going to do something, and meanwhile they're doing exactly that. I think it's an amazing feat how far we are going to lurch to the left and how big government's going to grow in the first 6 months to a year. But I think there'll be a backlash, and the only good thing I think we have going for us is there will be a backlash in 2010. And in my own particular race, I think Kentucky will be ripe to run against Obama because he did very poorly in the Democrat primary here against Hillary Clinton. She clobbered him by 30 points. And then even McCain, who didn't do that well and ran a lackluster campaign, he also killed Obama in Kentucky. So Kentucky is sort of a split state, but also a state that really doesn't like far left-wing politics.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, look, you're right. There's going to be an explosive backlash. It's going to catapult you into the U.S. Senate if there isn't election fraud.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
This is Alex Jones. Have you heard of the Millionaire Patriot? Well, you should. He has a free handgun and 5 days of firearms training waiting for you. That's right. You can attend 5 days of world-class gun training at Front Sight Firearms Training Institute and secure a 30-state concealed weapons permit, all for pennies on the dollar. Plus, if you act fast, the Millionaire Patriot will give you a free Springfield Armory XD pistol in the caliber of your choice. I believe now is the time that you and your family need to be armed and trained to levels that exceed law enforcement and military standards. Front Sight provides such training without any boot camp mentality or drill instructor attitudes. This is real. Don't miss out. Secure a Front Sight defensive handgun course, plus a 30-state concealed weapons permit for pennies on the dollar, and get your free handgun. Go to frontsight.com today. That's FRONTSIGHT.com. Go to frontsight.com for your training and free gun. This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator this summer. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded, especially with the high-demand summer months ahead. Number 4, the hurricane and dangerous summer storm season is here again. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, a longtime sponsor of ours. You can get more information at www.